Remember that trade war everyone was freaking out about a few years ago? Yeah, well, it's still raging on, except things aren't exactly going according to plan. And by plan, I mean the US plan. Turns out China had a secret weapon up its sleeve this whole time. A super smart Harvard economist named Professor Ku Jin. Professor Jin has been dropping truth bombs about China's master plan to dominate the global economy, and let me tell you, it's some seriously next-level stuff. Forget everything you thought you knew about trade wars because China is playing a whole different game. So, what's China's big secret? Diversification, baby. It's not just a buzzword, it's a strategy that has been meticulously planned and executed over the years. While many countries focus on a few key industries or trading partners, China has cast a wide net, ensuring that it has multiple avenues for growth and stability. This approach has allowed China to weather economic storms that might have sunk less diversified economies. While the US was busy slapping tariffs on everything but the kitchen sink, China was quietly but effectively expanding its influence. The trade war between the US and China has been a hot topic, but what often gets overlooked is how China has used this period to strengthen its economic ties elsewhere. By diversifying its trade partners, China has mitigated the impact of US tariffs and continued to grow its economy. China was busy making friends and influencing people all over the world. From Africa to Europe, and from Latin America to Southeast Asia, Chinese diplomats and business leaders have been forging new relationships. These aren't just superficial connections, they are deep, strategic partnerships that involve significant investments in infrastructure, technology, and education. They've been forging new trade partnerships left and right, from Southeast Asia to Latin America, and these aren't just any partnerships. These are deals that involve billions of dollars and span multiple sectors, including technology, manufacturing, and natural resources. By doing so, China ensures that it has a stake in various global markets, making it less vulnerable to economic downturns in any single region, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. In fact, China's Belt and Road Initiative is a prime example of its long-term vision. This massive infrastructure project aims to connect Asia with Africa and Europe through land and maritime networks. It's not just about building roads and ports, it's about creating a new economic ecosystem that places China at its center. Think of it like this. If the US is the popular kid in school who everyone wants to be friends with, China is the quiet kid who's been secretly building a robot army in their basement. While the US has been basking in its popularity, China has been diligently working behind the scenes, developing technologies and strategies that are now starting to pay off in a big way. China is the quiet kid who's been secretly building a robot army in their basement. This metaphorical robot army represents China's advancements in technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to renewable energy, China is making significant strides in fields that will define the future. These advancements are not just for show, they are practical applications that are already being integrated into various industries. And now, that robot army is ready to take over the world. China's technological advancements are positioning it as a global leader in innovation. The country is not just participating in the global economy, it's shaping it. With its focus on cutting-edge technology and sustainable development, China is setting new standards that other countries will have to follow, or at least the global economy. China's diversified approach has made it a formidable player on the world stage. By spreading its investments and forging strong international partnerships, China has created a robust economic network that is less susceptible to global shocks. As a result, China is not just surviving in the global economy, it's thriving and leading the way into the future. Speaking of robots, China is also kicking ass and taking names in the tech world. Their advancements in robotics are nothing short of revolutionary. Factories across the country are buzzing with the latest in automation technology, making production faster, more efficient, and incredibly precise. They're pumping out electric vehicles, solar panels, and high-speed trains at an astonishing rate. These aren't just any products, they're state-of-the-art, cutting-edge technologies that are setting new standards globally. The electric vehicle industry in China is booming, with factories churning out cars that are not only eco-friendly, but also packed with the latest tech features. And it's not just about production. These electric vehicles are hitting the roads in massive numbers, transforming urban landscapes and reducing pollution. High-speed trains are zipping across the country, connecting cities like never before and making travel faster and more convenient. Solar panels are being installed not just in China, but around the world, helping to combat climate change and promote renewable energy. Meanwhile, the US is still stuck in the Stone Age, arguing about whether or not climate change is real, and using outdated technology that makes dial-up internet look like the speed of light. The political gridlock and lack of investment in new technologies are holding the country back. Factories are closing, jobs are being lost, and the infrastructure is crumbling. It's a stark contrast to the rapid advancements being made in China. It's like watching a tortoise race a hare, except the tortoise is on fire and the hare is taking a nap. The US, once a leader in innovation and technology, is now lagging behind, struggling to keep up with the pace of change. The world is moving forward, and if the US doesn't wake up soon, it risks being left in the dust. The race is on, and it's clear that China is in the lead, blazing a trail into the future. I hate to break it to you, but the days of Western economic dominance are over. The US and Europe are like that aging rock band that's still trying to tour on the strength of their one-hit song from the 80s. They might have been cool once, but now they're just kind of sad and irrelevant. Meanwhile, China is the hot new band that everyone's talking about. They're fresh, they're exciting, and they're not afraid to experiment. They're the future of the global economy, whether we like it or not. Section 5, A New World Order, China takes the lead. So, what does this all mean? It means we're witnessing the rise of a new world order, one where China is calling the shots. They're creating a multipolar world where no single country has all the power, and they're doing it by building bridges, not walls. This is a world where cooperation and collaboration are more important than ever before. A world where countries can work together to solve global challenges like climate change and poverty. And it's a world where China is leading the charge. Section 6. Professor Ku Jin, the Oracle of Our Time. Professor Ku Jin has been warning us about this for years. He's been saying that China is playing the long game, that they're not interested in short-term gains or quick victories. They're in it for the long haul, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to come out on top. And you know what? He's been right about everything so far. So, when Professor Jin speaks, we should all listen up, because he's basically the Nostradamus of global economics. Section 7. The Belt and Road, China's global network. One of the key ways China is cementing its global influence is through its Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project that's been dubbed the New Silk Road. This ambitious undertaking involves building roads, railways, ports, and other infrastructure projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe, connecting China to the rest of the world like never before. Think of it like China is building a giant game of connect the dots, with China at the center and lines stretching out to every corner of the globe. And with each new connection, China's influence grows stronger. Section 8. What this means for you, buckle up, Buttercup. So, what does this all mean for you, the average Joe or Jane? In a world that's constantly shifting, where economic landscapes are as unpredictable as the weather, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. You might be wondering how these global changes will impact your daily life, your job, and your future. The truth is, the ripple effects of these shifts are far-reaching and can touch every aspect of our lives. From the way we work to the way we communicate, everything is evolving. And it's not just about keeping up, it's about staying ahead of the curve. So let's break it down and see what steps you can take to navigate this new terrain. Well, for starters, it means you might want to brush up on your Mandarin. Learning a new language, especially one as influential as Mandarin, can open up a world of opportunities. It's not just about being able to communicate, it's about understanding a culture that is playing an increasingly significant role on the global stage. Imagine being able to negotiate deals, understand market trends, and build relationships without the barrier of language. It's a skill that can set you apart in a competitive job market and make you an invaluable asset to any organization. Plus, the cognitive benefits of learning a new language are well documented, from improved memory to better problem-solving skills. Because if you want to succeed in this new global economy, you're going to need to be able to communicate with the people who are running the show. The business world is becoming more interconnected, and the ability to bridge cultural and linguistic gaps is more valuable than ever. Whether you're an entrepreneur looking to expand your business, a professional aiming for a promotion, or a student preparing for the future, understanding the nuances of international communication can give you a significant edge. It's about more than just language. It's about cultural competence and the ability to navigate different business etiquettes and practices. But more importantly, it means you need to be prepared for a world where the old rules no longer apply. The economic landscape is shifting, and the traditional ways of doing business are being challenged. Flexibility and adaptability are the new watchwords. Companies that can pivot quickly and innovate will thrive, while those that cling to outdated models may find themselves left behind. This means staying informed about global trends, being open to new ideas, and continuously upgrading your skills. It's a dynamic environment, and those who can anticipate and respond to changes will be the ones who succeed. The West is no longer in the driver's seat, and the sooner we accept that, the better prepared we'll be for the future. This isn't about defeatism, it's about realism. Recognizing the shifting balance of power allows us to adapt and find new ways to thrive. It's an opportunity to learn from other cultures, adopt best practices, and collaborate on a global scale. By embracing this new reality, we can position ourselves to take advantage of emerging opportunities and build a more resilient and prosperous future. So buckle up, Buttercup, because the ride is just beginning. Section 9. The future is here. Are you ready? The world is changing and there's no going back. China is a global superpower, and they're here to stay. The question is, are we going to embrace this new reality and work with China to create a better future for everyone? Or are we going to cling to the past and risk getting left behind? The choice is ours. But we need to make it soon, because the future is already here.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.